G'day, legends. Let's pull up a chair and grab a cold one. It is time to tear into some of the dumbest legal myths that continue to float around like a stale fart at a barbecue. I'm Aussie Overlaw'd, and this is another one of my little snippet yarns. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it.
No! God, please, no! No!
So, myth 1. Swearing at a cop's fine, it's just banter. Oh, you sweet, naive little bastard. You reckon you can tell a cop to shove his baton where the sun don't shine and waltz off, citing your rights? Nah, mate, this ain't the USA with your fancy First Amendment. Down here, public order offences, like under the Summary Offences Act, say that you can cop a fine or even a night in jail for offensive language in public.
She used offensive and violent language that violated my rights as an individual!
What exactly is offensive? It's whatever the cop reckons while he's having a shit day. So it really can just depend on what they had for breakfast. Myth 2. If it's on the internet, it's fair game to use. Every dickhead with a Wi-Fi connection thinks that they can nick a photo of a tradie's cracked ass off Google and slap it on their dodgy ute repair website. Well, that's just plain wrong. Copyright law in Australia, cheers to the Copyright Act 1968, says that if you didn't make it, you don't own it.
Downloading films is stealing. If you do it, you will face the consequences.
Fair use? Nah, we've got fair dealing, and it's tighter than a fish's asshole. You can use it for research, satire, or news, but flogging it for your own shitcoin scam? That's a paddling from the courts. Stealing online pics is a bit like rooting your mate's missus. Technically possible, but you'll cop a legal fist to the face. Myth number 3. Cops can't search me car without a warrant. Picture this. You're cruising down the highway, couple of cans deep, and the boys in blue pull you over. They can't search me ute without a warrant, you bellow, clutching your beer like it's the Magna Carta. Mate, under the Police Powers and Responsibilities Act, for example, in Queensland, or similar laws across the states, they can search your rig if they've got reasonable suspicion that you're packing a weed, a shiv, or a bootleg Mad Max DVD. No warrant needed. Reasonable suspicion is looser than a politician's promise. Just the smell of dope or a dodgy mullet is enough. Last month, some clown in Perth got his car tossed because he had a Fuck Dan Andrews sticker. Cop reckoned it was suspicious. Myth number 4. You can't be sacked without 3 warnings. Every bloody whinger at the pub reckons that they've got a cast iron job because me boss didn't warn me 3 times. Well, that's just bullshit.
You're fired. Get out of here.
Unless you're under an award or a specific enterprise agreement with rules under the Fair Work Act 2009, private employers can flick you so fast your head will spin. Unfair dismissal only kicks in if you've been there for 6 months, or 12 if it's a small business. Casual workers, you're gone quicker than a fart in a fan factory. Why'd the barista get sacked? Because his coffee was as weak as his excuses. In the US, they've got at-will employment. Here in Victoria, it's not that brutal, but it's close. Myth number 5. Squatters' rights let me claim an empty joint. Some hippie wanker's been binging Squatter's Handbook and reckons that he can claim a derelict shack on Bondi. It's called adverse possession, and yeah, it's a thing under the Real Property Act or the Limitations of Actions Act. But you've got to squat for between 12 and 15 years uninterrupted with no permission and not get caught. Good luck with that when Karen's next door calling the cops faster than you can say avocado toast. A bloke in Tassie tried it in 2023. The court booted him out quicker than Usain Bolt with a rocket up his ass. Let's face it, squatters' rights are like a one-night stand. Fun till the owner comes home and chucks you out naked.
Stop it. Get some help.
Myth number 6. No will, no worries. You can cargo without a will, and every idiot thinks that their estate's going to magically divvy up to a fair go like a pub raffle. Wrong, you lazy prick. The Administration and Probate Act or similar legislation steps in. Your missus might get a chunk, the kids split the rest, and the mate who let you $500 gets jack shit. Just look at the estate of Mackenzie from 2020. Bloke died intestate, meaning he died without leaving a will, and his sister's ex-husband somehow scored the lot. Make sure you write a will, or it's a legal shit fight. Dying without a will's like leaving your pants down at a funeral. Everyone's pissed off and someone's getting fucked. Well, there you go. 6 myths smashed like a pie at a footy match. Aussie laws are a bloody minefield, and the pollies love keeping us guessing while they sip their lattes in Canberra. Next time some smartass at the bar reckons he's a legal eagle because he's got a no trespassing sign on his shack, chuck these at him and watch him squirm. Got a myth that I missed? Lob it my way and I'll tear it apart faster than a shark on a surfer.